I've just woken up because I heard voices, and it's a very different looking morning. Well, good morning. It's Paul from Sailing Kate Louise. I'm down at Brooklyn on a Friday, but as you can see, the car park is pretty much chockers. I counted about 6 or 8 spare spaces. So as I've said before, you can imagine how busy it gets down here at the weekend. Anyway, should be a good day today. Maybe a bit of rain later on, but see how we go. It's my new fender, which I made out of an old life jacket. I think it'll work all right. You all right, Mr. Percy? Or is it Percival? Boat ramp's over there, and there's a couple of pontoons where you can tie up to and just get ready, because it can get a bit frantic over at the ramp. After my last video's near disaster, I thought I'd better prepare for the second reefing line, so I've put new reefing lines on and a second row, because I didn't have a second row before, which could have proved fatal, and nearly did. And I also replaced the rings for the reefing points. And I moved my leather patches higher up, and I've moved them up too far. So I'll have to move those down tonight when we moor somewhere. Most of our lockdown restrictions are over in Sydney, so you can stay on houseboats or stay overnight again on a boat. And there's a few houseboats coming out. Thinking it's so much nicer down here in Brooklyn because the wind's more constant, whereas up at Bobbin Head and the top of Cowan Creek, which is down that way, it's always very gusty, whereas here it's beautiful, constant breeze, really nice day. That's West Head on the right, and you can see Lion Island on the left, but nice constant breeze. It's going to pick up a bit later, but at the moment's really nice. Checked our speed, we're doing 3.5 knots, which is not bad considering it's only about a 10 knot breeze. Beautiful day, absolutely stunning. And you can see Barrenjoey Lighthouse there on the right hand side, and that leads down to Palm Beach. And between this headland on the right and Barrenjoey is the entrance to Pittwater, and on the left you can see Lion Island. I just dropped the Chinoa because we were getting overpowered. This is much more pleasant. I'll stop over here for lunch. It's fairly protected around this point. So I've just stopped here for lunch at Patonga. It's a nice spot here. Very peaceful. Can get quite busy at the weekends, but today it's absolutely beautiful. And it was a good sail across too. Brisk, you know, probably 10 knots. Probably getting to 12. I think it's going to be 15 this afternoon, so I might put a reef in after last week. Yeah, good spot. I'm on a broad reach now. It's still quite strong, the wind. I've taken the genoa down because I just don't need it. So we're absolutely flying. I just checked the speed, doing about 3.5, 4 knots. So we'll probably get to where we want to go down here probably within an hour, hour and a half. So it's all good in the world. Just enjoying the day. Beautiful weather. I got the mooring eventually, but it did take me 3 attempts of going round and round. And after the second one, I turned the camera off because I thought I'm going to look stupid. And I was stupid. The wind was just a little bit too strong, and I just couldn't pick it up. The pole was about 6 inches too short each time, and it's not really worth the risk of leaning over too far and going straight in. I could have extended it, but it's actually got stuck. You know, those twist grip poles, so I've got to try and unstick it. Anyway, I'm here in the mooring. It's a nice spot. Still a bit windy, which was predicted. I thought on this side though I'd be out of the wind, but obviously not. It's about 5 o'clock. Nice time of the day. Yeah, it's been a good day's sail actually, but I did have one downside. I lost my reading glasses. Don't know where, don't know how. Had a rope around them. I can't find them. They've disappeared. Luckily, I do have a spare pair on the boat. And a spare pair of sunglasses. That's always very useful. I'm hoping to get up to Lake Macquarie and Mile Lakes again soon. And meet up again with Steve and Trevor. Hey, if you're watching these videos and you enjoy them, please leave a comment. I always reply. I was contacted by a guy in England who had an old gaff rig boat that he hadn't sailed for years. He saw some of the Sailing Kate Louise videos and he was inspired. And guess what? He got back on the water. That's what we want. So tonight we're going to have couscous again. Yeah, very nice couscous with some frozen bean dish. I'm not quite sure what it was. It's been in the freezer for a while, but anyway, I'm sure it's going to be good. Very good. Couscous with some sort of bean concoction I made ages ago and stuck in the freezer with a lot of spices. I think it's sort of a bit chili-ish, I think. But hey, very good. So as you can tell, the wind's still blowing. It's almost time for bed. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I've just woken up because I heard voices, and it's a very different looking morning. Looks interesting. It's not actually that cold, just a bit eerie. It's beautiful. Now, call me old school, but I can't think of anything more dangerous than zooming around in the fog on a jet ski with no lights and going 40, 50 kilometers an hour, and you can't see where you're going. And there are boats out there. Madness. I think I've got a friend. So there you have it, scrambled egg with brown mushrooms, capsicum, onion, tomatoes and a bit of kale. It doesn't look much, but I'm sure it's healthy. Yes, so we're off sailing again. It's about 10 o'clock, I think. 2 or 3 knots breeze. Beautiful morning. Hopefully it'll stay like this all day. But look at this. This is magnificent. Going to have to tack all the way up here, which will take quite a while because Kate Louise doesn't really point that well being a Lugsail Yawl. Anyway, it's nice to be out on the water, as does everyone else, I think. Beautiful day. I think it's only about 23, 24 degrees, but it's still pretty warm. Doing 3 or 4 knots with a reef main and no headsail. So there's quite a few strong gusts around here. So that's the back of Patonga Island. Very shallow behind these red posts. Hawkesbury River Rail Bridge. The wind will die down to nothing behind here, but it's sort of interesting. I've only been around Patonga Island once, and on that day there was no wind at all. It's a bit different today. In the distance there, behind that right-hand arch, you can see Mooney. And dead ahead, behind this rail bridge, in the distance, you can see the F1, the road bridge. As you can see, we're back into the wind. Flying. Good day for a sail. Easily done. We're just coming back to the boat ramp at Brooklyn or Parsley Bay, and it's been a great overnight sail. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.